You know, I was thinking, I was doing yard work, you know, how the the cup half empty reasoning of, telling of an imaginary man that brings presents, you know, and how they've changed everything that we do. Well, they really didn't change it. I think they more or less twisted the truth. Because in John 11, it is spoken of there are 12 days since I went up to Jerusalem to worship. Jerusalem being the city of peace. So if you think of the 12 days before Christ Mass, guys, Mass is death. Come on now. Do you see how that matches Revelation? Slaughtering of the two witnesses. Well, the record is being set straight. So I started looking at it the other way, flipping the tables. I'm actually loving this flipping the table thing and taking what was a small little piece of, or the truth that has a small little piece of a lie that makes the whole thing a lie. So, I was thinking of that day and, how you're rewarded by how you act. Well, that's how God is. And it's kind of crazy because, Jesus said, could you not pray for me for 1 hour? When it was, 12 hours for a day, daytime, daylight, when you can work. And it looks like the palms are waving. Wow. God's good. But I started thinking, they tell us the North Pole. Well, I was thinking of the North Gate, where God's throne is. Well, you see the curtains of the Northern Lights, and they've started reaching down further. Do you see the truth? Where we don't have to be afraid and trust Him and His timing and not our own. God is at work. And I can tell you, those curtains with all the colors, and there's colors we can't see until you do. When a veil is lifted, the veil of color of curtains where God's throne sits. So, it says in the Bible that you will worship. Well, they knew that had to happen, but they twisted the truth about the true timing of everything. And I believe all truth, no stone left unturned. So how do you throw a stone at somebody, even though you may not agree with them? But when the truth comes, it resonates with you and you understand and you're like, oh my gosh, how did I never see that? God is at work. And the wicked of the world is losing their mind. The evil is having their minds wiped clean. They're going to the abode of the dead. But they're just as Lazarus. It has to happen. If it's going to die, let it die. Spiritual or physical. But really the physical, it says, fear God who can destroy both body and soul. Your soul is who you are. It's not the shell. It's not the outer court. The outer court is your body. Your soul is the inner court. And the Holy of Holies is where the Holy Spirit dwells within. The four chambers. The four corners. The four winds of heaven. Many are starting to see, and they're fearing and quaking. That's reverence of God, of a sovereign creator. The wicked are losing their everlasting mind because they fear and quake too. Because they knew better. We just have to keep walking by faith, hoping, praying, and showing the love of God, hoping it will change their heart. Because otherwise, it's like He never existed.